Hey everyone, it's Kimberly with I Dream a Lot on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, and YouTube. I just realized that I never uploaded the part 2 for my What Sold for September 17th through the 23rd. So I'm going to do the part 2 now. So we'll finish up with eBay and then I'll do my Poshmark sales. And then I had one sale on Etsy. And then tomorrow I will record this past week's What Sold, which will be the 24th through, through September 30th. So I'm a little behind. Work was crazy this week. I actually had to bring home work for I think this was the first, I maybe brought home work one other time, and I've been there almost 3 years. I think 2.5, almost 3 years, something like that. Yeah. And yeah, so it was just an intense work week. And yeah, so I'm a little just kind of not tired, like sleepy, just a little stress, but a little stress is good. That's fine. I'm still doing good. No thrifting. I have not even stopped into Goodwill in the last, like 2 weeks. I was very tempted today. I had to drop off some things this morning at the airport,
Not at
but
the
I just said, you
airport,
know
the
what? If I
post
go in there,
office.
because I'm like, oh, I'll just do a quick drive by. That's why I call it. And just look if there's anything that just stands out that's a great item. Like I wasn't going there to get like $30 items. But I'm just like, you know what? I have so much I need to get done at home. So yeah, I'm super proud of myself. I've been making sales every day. I had a no sale day, I think yesterday maybe. No, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, because I did not have to go to the post office. Why do I keep wanting to say airport? Um, my my upcoming trip home is on my mind, obviously. So, anyway, all right, that was super long-winded. Let's get to it. We're going to jump over to the laptop and I'll screen share with you. All right. All right, guys, so here we are, just going to finish up with eBay sales. So again, this is from September 17th through the 23rd. This is a Loft plus size 26 sequin tank top. Just super like kind of flowy. It was fully lined, excellent condition, very nice top, no flaws. It was almost like it had not been worn. Um, and it's been listed, as you can see there, since June 17th. And it sold, I believe, on September 17th. So right at that 90-day mark. And I had quite a bit of interest on this top. However, for whatever reason, it just wasn't selling, which when I picked this up, I thought it would sell for at least $20 and that it would sell fairly quickly just because this is very on trend, the sequins, anything kind of shiny, and yeah, and it was just a really pretty color, great size, but it sat, and I accepted an offer of $14.90. So I basically made about $15 and happy to see it go. If you are fine with selling items for $15 or $20 and you find Loft plus size tops in very good condition, I would definitely pick them up. Yeah. All right. Next is a J. McLaughlin top. This is their Catalina cloth that just had this interesting detail at the neckline with like kind of this twisted fabric, and then in the back it had a keyhole opening. It was in pristine condition, no issues. Their Catalina cloth is this nylon and spandex. It's very just well made, high quality. It's thick, very stretchy. And if you find this, make sure that you put the Catalina cloth in your title because people search for this. Honestly, if this would have been a size small, I would have kept this for work. But it's sold within a couple of days for the price you see there, $28.99. All right, let's jump over to Poshmark now. All right, so the first item we're going to talk about are these Mud, so the brand Mud boots. They were just these little like ankle boots with this chunky heel. They kind of just gave me like early mid 2000s vibes. I don't know exactly what year these were made, but it definitely had that vibe. So I used 2000s and then just described the boot. And I also included the word grunge, keyword grunge, and then in my style tags, I included bohemian, 90s, and Y2K. And these sold for an offer of $19. And I think I actually ended up getting these on, why is that not going back? Shoot. Oh, we're going to run into this problem again, huh? All right, we're going to have to do it this way, guys. So if you don't know, now you'll know. So just go to anyone's closet, scroll down, and just click on sold items. And there we go. So let me get past. All right. What I was saying, the cost of goods on those boots, I believe I actually got those on half off day. And so I think they were about $3. But as you guys know, my cost of goods on average is about $4. Next is a Talbot's women's size 4 green and black watch, anyway, it's black watch tartan plaid. It was a wool blend blazer. We're going to try this again and see if it'll let me go. There we go. This, you always want to use the keyword black watch tartan plaid. People search for that. This was I don't know why I put green and black. It's actually green. This one's green and blue, but it's black watch, which I think black watch tartan. I think black watch is one word. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check that. But anyhow, this sold for $28. It took a couple months to sell, which makes sense because I listed it in the summer. So, okay, yeah, it's not. Oh, there we go. It's letting me do that now. Okay. Next, so anytime you find black watch tartan plaid, I would definitely do a comp. If it's a higher end brand, I would just personally pick it up. I mean, this was just a size 4. And it sold within a couple of months, and it sold for $28, and it was in very good condition. So I pick up Talbot's, Loft, Ann Taylor, Banana Republic, obviously J. Crew. J. Crew blazers do very well. But I pick up just about any brand in this pattern, so this black watch tartan plaid, whether it's a blazer, a dress, a skirt, a blouse, I usually do pretty well, but the blazers definitely do very well. Daltech Force gun belt. I know nothing about this other than what it says there. It was a men's size 42. It was, I think, $1 or $2. I listed it. It sold within a month for $18. So I probably would not pick this up again just because As you guys know, I say it pretty much in every video at this point, but I'm trying to increase my ASP so that I'm selling items on average for at least $30 or more, and I'm picking up items that have a high sell-through rate. I shoot for 100% sell-through rate, but really anything over 50% I will definitely consider. Next, this was just out of my own closet. This is an Adidas women's gray athletic tank top. I think I thrifted this probably on $1 day. It just was too big. And so I finally listed it and it sold for $8. Next is a Loft button-up blouse. This was a women's size large. It had roll tab sleeves. It had a bird pattern. It was very much like the Express Portofino top that has a great sell-through rate. Usually you get 15 to 25 depending on pattern, color, price, or size. This had a small stain, which honestly, I don't even think it was a stain. Really, I think it was just a manufactured flaw, like just some dye that was on the pocket. I mean, it was, no one would ever notice, but I'm super particular, and I like to just mention anything that I think takes away from a garment being considered, you know, pristine or excellent or like new. So I accepted an offer of $9 just to get it out the door, move it. I'm trying to move as much inventory as possible. If this had not had a stain, I would think I would get at least $15 or $20. And I think it sold within like a month and a half. It didn't take long to sell. So next, okay, this item was canceled. New August Silk large viscose silk blend top. This was like a knit, like sweater knit sleeveless top. I did not mean to sell this for $6. It was a mistake when I was doing closet clear out, but whatever, it sold for $6. I literally made like no money. So it is what it is. I've had this for probably a year. I actually bought it for myself because I thought, even though it was a large, I felt like it was a smaller large and I felt like it would have been fine for work, but because it was V-neck and then sleeveless, it was just too big. But so I paid $1 for it, so maybe I made like $1. This is a Talbot's women's 100% cashmere sweater. It was a women's size XL. I didn't think, there was nothing wrong with it, but it just kind of seemed like a little stretched out, or I don't know, it just didn't look, maybe a little pilly, but I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, it didn't have any flaws, but I accepted an offer of $17 because I just felt like it wasn't great. So yeah, it took about a month to sell. And the last item is this Luxology dress. I know nothing about this brand. It's probably just some boutique brand or something, you know, you can get at TJ Maxx. But I thought the dress was really pretty when I picked it up, and I think I picked it up on $1 a day. It was in pristine condition, like it had never been worn. Just really pretty. It was a size large, nice neutral color. Just, I don't know, kind of those cute bell sleeves with like this, I don't know what you call that. It's kind of like embroidery on the sleeve, but also kind of lace. I don't know. Belted. What was the fabric content? Yeah, it was rayon, so fully lined. But I've had it for at least a year. I received an offer of $21. I accepted it. So that is that. Let's go to Etsy, my one Etsy sale. So Etsy, I've had my Etsy shop, and I'm going to show you, since I think 2009. And I need to do better about listing items. I've had this item. It was a game from 1964 called Stocks and Bonds. Very cute, just fun board game. I picked this up for $1 at a yard sale probably 3 years ago. So it has been sitting for 3 years. It sold for $25. Yeah, there's a picture of all the, it's in great condition. All the pieces are there, and I mean, kind of a cool game. I didn't really look to see, I don't know if it's similar to Monopoly, I don't know, but I'm sure somebody was maybe doing this as like a party gift, or I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, there's a picture. So neat. So that sold for $25. But I just wanted to show you, Etsy is a great place to list your vintage items. So I just kind of wanted to show you, like, here's a vintage wool blanket that sold for $65. Vintage Limoges, like porcelain canister, sold for $80. This little vintage 70 cork board, I mean, this was nothing. I got it on Dollar Day, sold for $20. This book, I know nothing about this book. It was just an old book, sold for $28. These vintage perpetual wall calendars sell, that's like a total bolo if you find those. This sold for $50. I've sold a few of them. I think I sold one for like $75. These Revereware pots, I don't know if they're still a bolo, but this set sold for $70. Vintage acrylic blanket sold for $60. Yeah, so you can see, you get, I mean, this chair sold for $250, plus they paid shipping. This vintage brass fireplace wood holder sold for $50. So people on Etsy, they are willing to pay. Now Etsy is accepting offers, so you can send sellers offers. Let me show you. Oh, these are like my old items. Here, I'll show you. Look at this. This is from 2010. It's kind of neat just to look at this vintage gold. But isn't it, so back in the day, you would make these creative titles, like that was just a thing on Etsy. So sack of gold, vintage clutch purse, oh so Jackie O. Anyway, it sold for $45. Little silver teapot with creamer, $37. This vintage Stuart Weitzman bag with these butterflies, it was silk, sold for $56. And then I have low sales, like these little bowls for $11. And we used to model our clothes. Let's click on it. Can you? Oh, no, yeah, my modeling. I cut my face off. That's so funny. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show you just how, you can price things on Etsy and people pay. I mean, I remember this red bag. This was a Ferragamo bag, and it sold for $144. Here's a vintage Ralph Lauren blazer that sold for $40. I mean, this is, 13 years ago. And a lot of the 70s and 80s stuff, I mean, it was popular back then. It's popular now. 70s and 80s, I think it'll always kind of be a thing. And 90s may kind of jump on that bandwagon. I don't know, but yeah, so just kind of fun. Look at this. This was no name or anything. Sale, vintage, new 80s purse, handbag, inspired by Chanel. You could do stuff like that. That sold for $50. Oops. Anyhow, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of Etsy. They're adding new things. Like I said, you've never had like best offer on Etsy, but now potential buyers can send offers, and I will show you how that um, converted to a sale for me. I had this bedspread listed for a couple years, and I received an offer of $50, and I went ahead and accepted that offer. So that was kind of cool. I mean, look at this um, this vintage Fire King mug with these, I think it was strawberries, with like these little happy faces, sold for $50. Now I've had that listed for a couple years, but that's always exciting for me, is when you get a sale on Etsy. It's pretty cool because it's usually, oh, this, before you click on it, when you get that alert on your phone, you're like, yes, because I mean, you get full price. So anyway, that's it, guys. I am going to get back to work. I have stuff to do for my regular job, and then I have stuff to do with listings, and I will upload another video Sunday or Monday for this past week's sales. So have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.